Hello listeners and fellow Game Pass fans, get yourself set and ready for your favourite unofficial Game Pass podcast, Game Pass News. So I'll hand you over to Nick and Sean and get the show started.
Welcome to Game Pass News, recording live Thursday, September 22nd, 2022. Look at that, 2222. I'm Nintendo, one half of the awesome GPN crew, Mr. Sean Abbott, the hairless, he put that in there, but most handsome half from across the pond is right over there. Today we are going to chat about Logitech bringing the cloud to your hands, Game Pass bringing Deathloop where it rightfully belongs, right here on Xbox. That's right. Xbox Game Pass, and all the games we've been playing, because there's been a lot. You better sit down, buckle up, because we're one crazy Game Pass ride. Mr. Sean Abbott, what the hairless thing are you talking about? You snuck that in there, you dog. But
I made some adjustments to the doc earlier, and I thought, haven't you called me the handsome half? Because it's just not true.
I added it in there. I got there, though. I remembered what I said. I was like, I didn't put that in there. Who put that in there?
Yep. See, this leads me to think that if you don't proofread this before you read it when we're live, I can see so many things in it. It's going to be excellent.
And let me tell you, I do not. Mr. Ninja Lunchbox is in the chat. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate you jumping in. Oh, man. So how's your week been, sir?
It's been all right. I've been busy. I say I've been busy. I haven't been busy, but I have been. I haven't really achieved a lot, but I just feel it's one of those weeks where I feel
worst.
Yeah. So like today was my first day off. I took all the kids to school, dropped Lindsay, went to the gym, got back, kind of like tidied up a little bit. Then I had to make lunch, and then got confused with Deathloop for a little bit. Like spent an hour doing that, and I was like, "Oh Christ, I need to come pick the kids back up." So, and it's like, where has that like 8 hours of freedom gone? So,
that's fantastic. Yeah. Oh man, let me tell you, we are recording later, Sean, because just a little bit later because my son. Oh man, I don't know. I had one of those parenting moments, Sean, where I'm like, what just happened? Like. And my son is always the one that's like super like, I'll tell you, Dad, I'm like, I can trust that kid. Sean, he up and forged my initials on his assignment book. Oh, I swear, man. That's like a dagger to the heart. He has no idea. None how it feels.
But like, had he done the assignment?
Here's the thing. Yes, it wasn't that. It was that like he wanted the points because he gets this plushie if he does the thing. And so yeah, he had done the assignment. All was good. He's been doing really good in school so far. It was just like, oh, I forgot to have Dad initial that. And so I want my points so I can get closer to the plushie. So I'm just gonna be like.
Yeah. So in the grand, I don't know. In the grand scheme of it all, it's not the worst thing because he hasn't like signed his name to say, yeah, I'm okay to go and do this or be somewhere where I'm not supposed to be. It's kind of just been like, I want that soft cuddly toy, and I don't really want like to. Yeah. No,
yeah. I mean, he's only 8, still, right? But the point is, like, I want to make sure he understands so that when he is like 13, 14, and he wants to do something, that he's not like. I'll just do like I did when I was 8 and just sign Dad's name because I didn't get in a lot. So he gonna get in a lot of trouble. We got lots of stuff planned for this weekend. We have a fall carnival. We have the fair. There's a birthday party for one of his good friends. Oh, he gonna be a sad boy this weekend. That's all I gotta say. Oh yeah. So, but the bummer is when you punish kids with this stuff. Ultimately, you're punishing at least one parent. I mean, it sucks, but it's true. Like somebody's got to stay home and be the jerk. So. I don't know. Anyways, that's
I mean, we've got a pretty good weekend planned. I'm going to take Lindsay to university because she's doing a bachelor's in teaching now. So I've got to drop her at university, and then Logan's got his first lesson on how to ride motorbikes, like dirt bikes. So,
how old is he?
He's 4. It's just the I think they're a 14-inch frame, and they're an electric bike. They're not an engine. They're an electric bike. But it's a really cool course to teach him how to handle his speed, his braking, how to corner, and things like that.
That is awesome.
Which we can, yeah. So I get to take him to that, and then when I pick Lindsay back up, we're going down to Lindsay's dad for the night. So it's going to be nice because his dog sadly passed away recently. So we're going to go try and cheer him up. So
I'm not gonna lie, I just envision Logan in like all leather, getting on this bike, and he just gives this like huge burly biker guy like just the nod, like let's do this, and then they both just like take off together.
My kids have, it's really weird. They have like an inept fear of hurting themselves. But you put them on something with wheels, and that inept fear seems to just disappear. Like my youngest daughter Emily, she got to play on this like stand-up electric scooter, and it's her granddad, so it's my dad's, and he's like me. He likes to tinker with everything, and he de-restricted it. That thing does nearly 23 kilometers an hour with her stood on it. And she will wind it straight round from go. She will literally just lean forward, wind it right round, and shoots up the street to full speed. So yeah, they seem to be fearless, but at the same time, very scared of always getting hurt. So that's like hilarious. If Logan takes the tiniest little bit of skin off the end of his thumb or something like that and scrapes it, he's like, but will quite happily jump off anything.
Yeah, that sounds like Ariel. Actually, that's pretty much how she is. So, all right, Sean, what kind of events do we got? Tell me about our events, Sean. Tell me more.
Tell me more. I always have to break into a small song but never finish it. So we've got the Achievement Hunter that's now live because Deathloop is now available. So you know the score with that, guys. Go and rack up some achievements. There is some very odd ones. I managed to unlock one by making somebody trip on some candy on the floor, so I'll give you a hint for that one. And then the other one I unlocked today was by making one of the enemies accidentally trip and fall off the edge of a cliff. And they did that as they were trying to stand back up from me kicking them over.
You think it's going to be pretty hard to get a pretty high score in that game?
I don't think it's going to be difficult. I just think some of the achievements are going to be in a very, very strange place. So
gotcha.
if you want to chase them and try and get the most points, you might have to go and read up a little bit. But yeah, I got a good chunk of gamer score for doing one loop. I think I got like 50 points. So just go play the game. As always, 5 points gets you one entry. Person obviously with the highest amount of points or who gets to the maximum points are all achievements unlocked. First gets the Grand Hunter pin, which is very lovely to own. And then, yeah, and that's going to run now for the next month. I think it goes to something like the 19th of October. Maybe 21st. I can't remember. I have to go back and I'd have to look at our image properly to really, but yeah, you've got a good month to go at it. And like the game is a lot of fun. So yeah.
Yep. I can't wait to hear your thoughts in a little bit about that game.
And then the other thing we've got going is obviously we are part of the Ninja Dance Extra Life group. We still need to hanker down that date because we both agreed on a date and then that changed. Or it didn't change. We both forgot what day it was.
Exactly. Yeah. That's pretty much how our meetings go. We need a secretary. If only we could record these meetings.
We should definitely start.
We should.
I get the audio at the end of after every podcast. So I should, and the thing is I automatically go to like the last bit of music and I go, right, okay, I'll cut it there. So yeah, maybe I should listen to the last bits and take notes. So yeah, we're part of the Extra Life team for that. We're going to be doing a lengthy stream. I'm going to take the first couple of hours. Then we'll be doing some duo stuff. And then Sir Nick will be taking the last couple of hours. We're going to play some single player games, depending what's out around at the time. I might even ask the community and see what they'd like to see me play. And then we'll probably hopefully try and finish It Takes Two because we've still got that one to go in our back catalogue. And then I'm assuming you'll go and probably play what's kicking around at the same time, single player, or even invite the community in if we can. I am going to try out the Xbox Discord crossover. So while I'm playing, I can try and get people in on the party chat. So people can join in, say thanks very much, or just give stories about how this wonderful thing might help them, because it is just helping all the kids and stuff like that. So it's going to be nice. Also, anybody that donates anything above $5 will receive a random ID at Xbox game code as well from us. So
yeah, man. So
and that's including like titles like Trick to Yomi, Spelunky 2, Undertale. So there's some pretty cool, good name games in there, and then there's like all the other ID at Xbox stuff that just kind of bands around. So
yep. I should have had it copied, but yeah, we'll get maybe we can throw the link in chat or something, or see if I can throw the link in chat. Last time I did, I broke chat. I broke stream. I just totally so I'm a little nervous, even though I know what'll happen. So I think I'm just gonna stay away. Anyways, yeah. So we got achievement hunters and we got extra life. Get yourself a free ID Xbox code. Make it happen. Go donate for the kids, and you will definitely get. It's not like it's like, well, donate $5 and you might get a code. It'll be a drawing. No, donate $5, you get a code. First, like 50 people, 240 people, something like that. So you do it, you get it. So do it for the kids. All right. That's enough about us. That's enough about our events. Enough about what we're doing. Let's get going into the top stories. That doesn't say top stories, but I couldn't make top stories work. It's still broken, Sean. I thought I fixed it, but it's still broken. Whatever. Anyway.
It was going so well.
It was. Anyways, top stories. Man, I am pumped. Logitech G Hub dropping in October. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. I'm down. I hovered over I'm not going to lie, Sean. I hovered over the pre-order button today. And then I was like, Nick, why are you doing this? Don't do this. Don't. And so I didn't.
Don't press the button.
I know, but I wanted to so bad. But I don't. Sean, talk me into it or talk me out of it. Why? Okay, I mean, I have a Switch. There's games I can play on the Switch on the couch. Broken inside, Sean.
I don't know. What can I say? There is somebody in the Discord that has pre-ordered one. So it might be worth sitting back and sitting back and seeing how they get on with it. Even like if they get it and we don't, it might be really cool to, maybe have them jump in and maybe have a chat with us on the show about how they've got on with it. That might convince you whether or not to get one or to not get one.
But right now, did you know that right now it's $299?
Oh, that's cheap. That's like
I know. There's like a $50 discount right now. Right now, Sean.
Then why haven't you press the button? Press the button. Add to basket.
I know. Press the button. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Justin asked a great question. Where can you imagine yourself using it throughout the house? All right. So here's the thing. Really, the only place I am going to use this thing is on the couch. When the wifey is watching TV, when we are watching TV. Yes, thank you. Why don't we roll down some of the stuff about this? There is no cellular data, no SIM card, no 5G. That's out. Gotta be Wi-Fi. And I cannot use it at work Wi-Fi because the work Wi-Fi, for some reason, even though it's supposed to be better than this Wi-Fi, ain't better than this Wi-Fi. So my cloud stutters at work, where it's solid here at the house. So really the only place I'm using it likely is like right here, and that's the problem. Now, where could I possibly use it? If Xbox would get off their butt and get me a family plan subscription, and I could get Noah on the family plan subscription, and we could play certain games like co-op, you know what I mean? Like he could be on his thing, a cloud, and I could be on the TV. And so that would be cool. That would be a way I could use it that I would be happy about. But I don't know. I don't know if it's worth $300, Sean. I'm broken inside. That's all. It does also have a micro SD card, by the way, because some games can be downloaded, but I don't get a feeling that it's Xbox games. I don't think that's part of the thing.
I mean, because it had the Steam logo in there as well. So yeah, that could be what the SD card is. I'd use this at work, and I can't play any form of game at work on the works Wi-Fi. The firewalls are tighter than anything else. But I get pretty good 4G in our where we sit, kind of like in our office area where we sit and stuff like that. So I'd sling the phone in the window. I get like 90 gig of data a month. Pretty good plan to be on. Yeah. So I just sling my phone in the window. I'd hotspot off that, and my phone does really, really well with what's the word I'm looking for? It does really well with the cloud. So it should be able to handle that via the 4G. So that's probably where I would use it. But I take my Switch to work because I don't need to be connected to the internet, and I can play Switch games. It's 300. I don't even know. Sorry. I don't even know if I can pre-order it in the UK, but it's £300 that I don't have right now. And I think if I bought something like that, Lindsay would just look at me and go, you have a Switch, you've got an Xbox, you've got 2 Switches and an Xbox. Why do we need to buy anything else?
Mm-hmm. And that's what my wife would say. I mean, she would be like, you're crazy. But I have the cash to do it. So she'd be like, well, it's your money, but you crazy, but go ahead, spend your money, be crazy. Yeah, so this isn't entirely the thing I wanted. Like, I wanted the Switch that I was talking about last week. I wanted the Switch in Xbox form. And this is like only xCloud from how I've read it so far. And that's great. That's a good step forward, but it's not entirely what I wanted. So I think at this point, even though I got the FOMO rolling over here, let me tell you, I think I am going to pass for now.
Yeah, it's difficult to say, oh yeah, I'm going to jump on that because you have a system downstairs which is now connected to your TV in the living room, which you can play. You can download and play various games. It's got more storage, and you've then also got the backbone that you've got that you use to play mobile. So why not?
Now I will say on here, I'm reading the article over just one more time. Remote play is baked into this device, so you do have that option as well. So you could play off your console to have a more stable connection if you're not in an area where you have great cloud great Wi-Fi for cloud gaming. You could download the game and play it off of your console upstairs or however. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it. I think it's a great step forward, but I do struggle to find its value proposition entirely in my life at this moment, at least. So, yeah.
Yeah. And Justin saying, Ninja Lunchbox is saying all the things that are currently running through my head is I want to hear what other people say about it. I want people to get their hands on it, give, like, obviously realistic reviews rather than obviously Logitech are going to stand there and tell you how great that piece of hardware is because they want you to go and buy it. So yeah, I kind of want people's honest opinions, like any issues that are there from day one. I want those to be resolved, and then be like, Okay, yep. This is getting really good reviews, and probably jump on it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because I mean, the Steam Deck was expensive, even to pre-order it, and then wait,
Yeah,
was really expensive.
way more
To try
expensive
and get
than
one,
this.
yeah, to try and get one secondhand now, like, is even more ridiculous in price. So yeah, I'm going to sit and wait. I don't have the money. I want to save up and buy a PC. Not, so I don't have the cash just kind of at hand to drop on this.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I really is to just kind of get the feel of the room and see what everybody else says and everything you're saying. Do you think there's gonna I'm gonna be interested. Let me just put it this way: I'm gonna be interested to see if they can deliver on hardware, not like the specs, but are they gonna have enough of these? Like, and I mean, maybe the demand won't be there, but in my head, I think the demand will be there if it's a solid device. I mean, even though it is just cloud, I think if people come out and say, "Wow," one, if the Wi-Fi is solid, like they got a good Wi-Fi adapter in there, which if they don't, they're just stupid. And it's snappy and it does what they say it's going to do, then I think it'll go. I just wonder, are they somehow in a better position than, Sony and Microsoft, and they're able to like start pumping these things out and meet the demand? I'll be shocked, pleasantly shocked, if that's the case.
Yeah. But I mean, how much do you need hardware wise? Like inside, if everything's going to be streaming.
That's a great point. That's true. I mean, I don't know, not much, I guess.
No,
Uh,
because like the Switch is there and it's chucking things out. It's not worried. They didn't change much in terms of the internals on the OLED, and there they are, kicking it with big games like Resident Evil playing via the cloud.
yeah, because you don't got the game on there. So all you really got to have is enough power, enough juice in the device to produce a decent quality picture, right? Which I don't know. Are these? I don't know. I really don't know if what XCloud streams at. Like if it's 1440, if it's four. I don't know.
Sorry, say that again. Sorry, I was currently just reading.
What resolution does XCloud stream at?
Well, the resolution on the display is a 1920 by 1080. But what it streams, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, is it I'm pretty resolution on XCloud. Hi guys. So they say it bounces between 720 and 1080p. So they don't need much to show that picture.
No, that's that like old iPhones can do that.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not going to be difficult for them. Yeah, I'll be interested to see where it goes. My other gripe and shock and just befuddlement is, how did Logitech get a freaking handheld out before Xbox could get the puck out? I don't understand. Like, it should be easier to get the puck out. Get the every time I say it.
Yeah, but then also this plays into the hand that they know how well the Switch is doing. They know, like, they can see how well the Steam Deck's doing. So why make something like a puck when you could jump into the mobile market as such, because you are basically creating a mobile way of playing the games, rather than having to sit in front of your TV and play them. This is for anybody that can, like, people who travel a lot, so from hotel to hotel, that can jump on Wi-Fi. People on the train, which most trains now have Wi-Fi. How good that is could be questionable, but yeah.
Do you think they shelved? No. Yeah. Do you think the Xbox shelved the puck? Do you think they could have released the puck by now, but they decided, nah, we don't know that it's really worth it, or maybe we'll go this route? Like, I can't imagine that's the case. But I also can't imagine why it's not out yet.
No. Well, this comes out in October. I can see the Puck being a like early next year kind of look. Okay, you can, if you want to play handheld, that's great. But for those that like still want to sit in front of the TV that don't want to spend this much money on a handheld or this much money on an X or an S, here you go for a little bit less because you don't need the screen, you don't need like as much mobile technology, you don't have the controller built in. It's like, here you go, here's the Puck. We'll bundle it together with a controller for $70 to $80 more, but here's the Puck for 125. There you go, with no controller. With a controller, you're closer to the £200 mark, which is still cheaper than the Logitech bit of kit, and it's still cheaper than any of the two consoles, and it's still getting people into the Game Pass ecosystem, and it's still getting people playing Xbox games.
Yeah. So Ninja Lunchbox makes a couple good points here. Just as a reminder, Tencent does have their hands involved in this Logitech device, and I too hope that the Puck still comes out. I think there's a place for it. I think it's kind of what I want more than this, I think. But then, maybe Logitech can tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe they can pull the old Nintendo magic out and they can tell me what I want, and then I'll be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on their website now, and I'm looking for the technical specs of this thing. And the one thing that I can't find is the weight.
Oh, it's 60 grams. I saw this in a YouTube video of somebody who did an unboxing of it. It's 60 grams more than the Switch.
Okay, so yeah, all I've got here is the battery weight. So the battery weighs 90 grams, sorry. So that's just less than a kilo.
466 grams, I believe, is what it weighed in at, which is just slightly over a pound.
Yeah, which is light. That's very light.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
and that, by the way, I don't know if there's a weight difference between the OLED and the OG Switch, but that was the OG Switch, not the OLED that they weighed. I don't know if the weight's the same or not.
It's an octa-core CPU with 2.3 gigahertz. It runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 720, so it's a pretty good system to be running on. 7-inch display with a refresh rate of 60 hertz. It's got touch enabled as well. So,
I didn't know that. That's
nice.
Good to know.
Stereo speakers, a high voltage smart amplifier, stereo microphone with echo cancelling, noise suppression, Bluetooth 5.1, which is always nice. Linear haptics, 6-axis IMU sensor. So I'm assuming that's for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got all the bells and whistles. By the way, they match the OLED, which I find interesting. I'm sure that was not on coincidence that they were like, well, if we're gonna make it the biggest the biggest screen that Nintendo makes is what we're gonna have to do. So that makes sense.
And I like the ergonomic style grip that they have. Something that with the nice rubbery cushions and stuff like that. So, but I mean, I can't find a place to pre-order it in the UK. It's on even their website's only giving me US dollars.
Yeah, and they said that coming to North America October 17th. That was very specific. So I don't know when it's coming to you people over there.
Ninja Lunchbox says it weighs just about the same as a double cheeseburger with bacon. Because we like to be food related on this podcast. That sounds good.
That's right. I'm not seeing anything that says when they think.
No, it'll be a while.
It's coming to the UK.
It'll be a while. Yeah. I mean, it's a good entry into the handheld gaming market for Xbox because it isn't their own piece of equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't be slated for the equipment. They're just going to have to provide a really good service, which we know the xCloud service is great. It's fantastic. If it works, it works.
Yep.
So we'll just sit back and watch. Logitech are a pretty good company on making decent gear. So it's a sit back and watch. I mean, I'd love to get my hands on one and try it if I could ever try and figure out a way that we could do that as a show and be like, hey, look, we'll give you Kent, but it ain't gonna happen. Be nice. So Logitech, Xbox, hi, listen to us.
I think it'll be interesting to see where it goes, to see what people think about it. I'm down. All right, moving on. The next, Phil Spencer says, this is not the time. It's just not the right move for us to raise the price on the Xbox. So he had kind of already locked this down before when Sony raised the price and said, no, we won't be doing it in the near future. His exact quote is, I can never say that we ever won't do something, but I can definitely say today we have no plans to raise the price of our consoles. We think in a time where our customers are more economically challenged than ever, we don't think that would be the right move for us. Sony, that's a great move. They're taking it on the chin for the consumers because they know that they also are economically challenged, instead of being like, woe is our large $100 million company for not making any more money. Please give us more so that we can afford more things. Good move, Phil. I'm very happy. Very, very happy about that. So keep it up.
Yeah, it's a great way to make great PR for your own company by saying, we won't do what you're doing because, we like our customers.
That's right. Yeah.
But like, as Business Justin always says, though, there's always, companies are not your friends. He always goes on about how Nintendo aren't your friends. They're just, they want to make money off the back of you. You're just a commodity to them that they can sell you something and reap something back. So,
that's true, except for me, because Phil loves me. We're just like, we're pen pals. Party chat pals? I don't know. Anyways, that's not true. I've never chatted with Phil. But
Phil's always sliding into Nick's DMs.
That's right. Oh, Sean, I stayed away from this. Tell me more about this next topic. I don't know anything about it.
So Rockstar got hacked. I don't know if this is a publicity stunt. They seem to be saying it's not. I thought this was like, Lester was a character within Grand Theft Auto 5 who was known for, hijacking companies and just exploiting them on the social media that they had in the game. So I didn't at first, when it came out, I was like, this is really good PR stunt for them to try and get people hyped. They then went and launched a statement saying, somebody did get into the system, and a lot of, footage from the game with all the information overlay and stuff like that had been stolen and had been released. I think it was up to 10 different videos with all the dev information that was all over it. They hacked Rockstar and Uber. Nice. So yeah, they did a number on it. They got some stuff out there. People were really excited seeing what we were seeing. We were going back to certain characters from Vice City, which is nice. But that's about it. I didn't go and watch the videos because I didn't want to be part of the problem. Yeah. I just stayed away and thought, fair enough. I'm only reporting off what I've read, not what I've seen.
It just sucks. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. It sucks. It's stupid. It sucks. And whoever the hacker is sucks too. So there you go. That's my official statement. So,
but they are taking it very serious because I believe they have got the FBI involved in tracking who this hacker was and how it happened. So,
yeah. Well, that's good. I hope it all works out, and I hope the FBI and the Justice Department is able to do something. But we have not had great luck in that department, quite frankly. So hopefully they can do more than what I assume they'll do. So that is our top stories, man. That's that is a
kind
of a
quiet
week this week. That's right. But it wasn't quiet on the Game Pass front. So Sean, what I think we should do here, kind of roll some of this into what we've been playing. What if it's been released? We'll start off Tuesday. Deathloop comes home. Come to Papa. Deathloop drops on Game Pass, and Sean has been playing. Let me know. What's your thoughts? Loving it? Hating it?
I'm enjoying it as much of it's the first time I've ever played a first-person shooting roguelike. Never happened before. There is all the aspects of Borderlands in there for like enemies' behavior. There's all the aspects of Doom in there where you can kind of like do finishing moves. If you partially harm an enemy with a pistol or something like that, you can then go and hack at them with a machete. You kind of do that. There has been an Easter egg. I found an Easter egg for Doom.
Ooh, fun.
Which was nice. There's an arcade game in one of the areas where if you go and fiddle with it, the cyber demon's face pops up, the thing with one eye. That kind of pops up with a little bit of the music, which I thought was pretty cool. Graphically, the game's a lot of fun. I've had one hard soft freeze issue with it so far. I don't know how it happened. I was just in the pause menu and it decided to stop working basically. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, and this is me saying I'm enjoying a roguelike. It's a lot of fun. So you play as a character called Colt, and as the title of the game, Deathloop, you are in a 24-hour loop. You wake up on the beach after a really cool intro video. You kind of see yourself. I don't want to spoil the story too much.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. You wake up on the beach and there's like loads of floating, like highlighted writing that pops up, which sometimes mocks you, sometimes aids you, sometimes is no help at all. It's just there for the fun of it. And you have Colt has no recollection of who he is or what he's trying to do. Apart from he's got this woman called Juliana that's constantly on the radio to him, like calling him all sorts of names and saying, I'm going to stop you trying to do this. And he eventually tries to realize he wants to break the loop. Everybody in the area lives in this 24-hour loop where it's Groundhog Day. They repeat the same day over and over. There's certain tasks that you have to do in areas, and then once you finish those certain tasks in those areas, you can move to the next area. Moving to the next area forwards time on. It goes evening, like it goes morning, afternoon, evening, night, and then the next day. If you die 3 times, you have to go back to the start of that section of the loop that you're in. So if you die in the afternoon, you don't go all the way back to the morning. You can kind of restart that section. Okay. But what you do is you lose all the items that you've picked up in that time, all your trinkets, bits and pieces like that. You basically go back to having the stock weapon, no trinkets, and away you go, which is the roguelike side of it.
Sure.
And once you've gone through for one day, it starts all over again. You wake up on the beach, but Colt always has all the information that you've picked up while playing through the first day or through that section. You remember. You don't have to go back and get that information. It's there. It's logged. Like you don't have to go and refine codes for certain doors. It's kind of like once you get there, it tells you what the code is inside the little circle, so you can quickly process stuff through. Enemies are almost in the same place all the time. They behave the same. So that's the interesting side of it. But when you start the loop all over again, you start with no weapons, no trinkets, bits and pieces like that. You just have a lot of information. It's great fun.
So the idea is to kill all these guys in one loop, right? There's like 8 guys. You want to kill them all in one loop. Do I got that right?
Yeah, that's correct. You find that out after the first 24-hour loop that you kind of find that information out, which is the part I believe I'm at now.
Wow.
You find out this information.
Was that a spoiler? I'm sorry.
No. I'd already found that.
What I mean for other people, I thought that was common knowledge. So I'm sorry if that.
So yeah, the idea, the premise is that you need to get rid of these 8 people to break the loop. Okay. These 8 characters in the game control how everything works. So that's to get it. And it's all about getting everybody in the right place at the right time, where they're at the most vulnerable. And I think that's going to be, that's going to be very difficult to do. I think it's going to take a couple of attempts to get right. Sure. I think there is a way if you can get through the game without having to kill any enemies. There's a way to get around every interaction. You can sneak past enemies. There's a really good sneak feature to this where you can crouch around and you can use a little walkie-talkie thing which acts as a jammer, so you can hack certain items to make a noise to distract people to get them places. You can throw bottles, you can set fireworks off. So there is a way of getting through this without any conflict, which is a pretty good thing to do.
Yeah, that's neat. So. All right, I'll give it a go. I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now. A lot of stuff's come out and it's just not on my.
The when you do have to have a bit of a shootout with people, it's not difficult. They don't move very fast. They don't take. There's not much you can do damage wise to them. There is different tiers of guns. So you start off with a stock tier, and then they go all the way up to there's gray, blue, purple, and golden. Your gray ones, which are your very stock ones, will jam. So if you have a full auto kind of machine pistol, and you try to unload a full clip, it'll jam. So you have to unjam the weapon to carry on using it, which can cause you a lot of trouble. So yeah, it's good. It's interesting. I'm enjoying it. It took me a while. I was walking around really confused. I was like, what the hell am I doing? There's so many different clues and things and areas you can go to and bits you can pick up. And it's kind of it took me a while to discover that I can't do everything at once. You have to kind of play the game in the direction the game's wanting you to play it at first, until you begin to find out more information and do certain things. And then there's hidden areas you can get into. There's like side missions and tasks that you can kind of pique your interest, because it's I wonder what that is, and you'll go and have a look and you're like, I can't do anything here. I don't know that code. I can't figure out that code because I need to be in a different area at a different time in the day to get the next bit of information to come back to this. So there's a lot of playing the game through and through and through to get that. So
gotcha. Cool. Yeah, out now. Let us know what you've been thinking about it. Put it in the comments or whatever. Let us hit us up on Discord or Twitter. Sean's been playing it quite a bit, actually. The other game that dropped, it didn't really drop. It was added to consoles. It's already been on PC Game Pass. Added to consoles, Hard Space Shipbreaker, which is a hard pass for this guy. I mean, I can't. So let me just kind of set the stage. You are an astronaut. I don't know. You're not an astronaut. You're just you get chosen by this corporation called Lynx. And sent to space to reclaim space salvage, basically. Okay, and so when you agree to do this, they basically pay for your trip up there. They pay for the starting stuff. They pay for all that. So I don't even know. I couldn't even begin to decipher the number, Sean. It was too big. I think it's $1.4 trillion you're in debt to this company by the time it's done. You are in debt. I don't know. It actually made me sad when I looked at it. I was like, oh, this is too much like real life for me. And you literally you can read over all these different they make it real. You are in the HR department agreeing to give away your life to this company, basically. Interesting. The only thing I will say, the interesting, so you're gonna die, right? I mean, there's gonna be times where you die in this game. And what they did was they said, hey, do you want to join I'm not gonna remember the DNA program, basically. So basically they're and you pretty much have to say yes. So you're yes, and they're all right. And so they go through this process and they're we ripped your DNA. So now if you have an accident, we can basically reclaim your DNA and get you on your way again at, of course, a cost. You want to talk about corporations not being your friend? Let me tell you, this corporation ain't your friend. And so yeah, Golf Dad says he played it for 20 minutes and deleted it. I got you, man. I played it for about an hour, and then it is gone off my Xbox. And so then you like you're in space and you have like a jet suit, so it's really not easy to know like to move and all that jazz because you got the float, no gravity, and you're trying to figure that out. Also, I think it could use a HUD of some sort so that it could tell you what. And I know you're in space, so I don't know, maybe there is no horizon, but like let me know if I'm level, you know what I mean? Like give me something that shows an axis of like am I because I got really lost at one point. I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to be standing. Like, am I upright or am I upside down? I was very confused because you can move your character, in a 360 degree way. You can be on your head. I don't know. So, and then basically you have a furnace and a salvage thing, and you have to choose which one that these pieces are supposed to go in, and you have to really take the time to think, okay, I have to cut apart this salvage. And then I have to pull off like, okay, this should be in the furnace and that goes there. And if something that goes in the furnace shouldn't be in the furnace, then they charge you because that's how this corporation works. And so I don't know. It just was really like wonky. And the grabber thing, I kept trying to pull stuff, but it just, I don't know. I had trouble with it and I wasn't having fun. It's not to say that it might not be for some people, but it wasn't for me. And I really thought it might be. Like when it came to PC, I was like, oh man, I'll give that a go. But nope, I'm out. Out now. So that is available now too, as of Tuesday. Then today, big drop. Slime Rancher 2, which I am sad to say, guys, it just dropped at a bad time of the day for me. Maybe if I have time, I will try to stream some tonight because that's the game I'm most excited for this week, to be honest. And so I'm bummed I didn't get to it, but it just didn't come at a time where I could play it. Beacon Pines, shout out to our good friends at the All In podcast. This is like a cute, funny, creepy story game.
Cute, funny.
Yeah.
Cute, funny, creepy.
Yeah, something like that. Seth did a really good review of this game. And so go to YouTube, search All In, and watch the review. Like if you're interested in what it is, that's the place to go. They got it locked down. Seth did a real good job. Spider Heck. I played 20 minutes and I loved it. It's a hecka hard. That's my favorite thing to say. It is a hecka hard game, but it's a hecka fun. And so you're this little spider. You get to pick up stuff. You get random drops. There are lots of different ways to play. You can play like a wave mode by yourself. You can play with friends. You can play against friends. There's like take out all the enemies and progress to the next level. There's even like an RPG stage, which I didn't even look at yet. Yeah, it's spiders with laser swords, but not just laser swords, Justin. There are guns, there are grenades. I mean, and let me tell you, it's not easy at first to understand how to control the spider, but it's one of those games, Sean, like you get that moment where you do something real good, you're like, I swung there and I did that and I chopped that thing and I jumped back and I shot him, and you're like, boom, yeah, I'm amazing. And then you get like ground down. So, and then somebody else just like kills you. But it's got that feeling. It can make you feel great.
This sounds like a horror movie waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Spiders with lightsabers and guns.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I mean, it is fun. It is. I loved it. And when my son is out of kid jail, I plan to show it to him and we can play it together. I think he'll really. Although now that you say that, Sean, he actually is kind of scared of spiders. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, but they don't look like real spiders.
No, they don't. So. They don't. It's a 2D game, by the way. You're on one game board. You do have a fun web you can shoot up, and you can really kind of swing, and once you start understanding how that spider really rolls, you can really start to make him go. Next week,
and there is a video. You've done a little 20-minute video for that as well. So head over to the YouTube channel and check that out. So
way to go! See, look at you go. Next week we have Moon Scars coming on September 27th. What day is that? I don't know. I can tell you though. Tuesday. Because I have
Tuesday.
Tuesday, we have Moon Scars coming. That is the Souls-like 2D side-scroller game.
This looks a little bit like Prince of Persia in graphics.
And then Thursday, we have Valhelm, which is PC Game Pass only. A Viking game. I don't know. That's all I know. I don't have PC Game Pass, dang it. I wish I did. Or I don't have PC to play Game Pass. Anyways. Also on Thursday, we have Let's Build a Zoo. I'm in. I'm playing it. I'm definitely going to try it out. I got to. I love Zoo Tycoon. If it's anything like that, bring it on, baby. I'm good.
Okay, that's me. That's me getting to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, looking on Discord and going, Nick's still playing games. He needs to go to bed now.
That's right. Yep. And then you'll DM me and be like, go to bed, bud. And I'll be like, all right. Yep, you're right. I should have done that a long time ago. And then on Friday we have Paw Patrol Grand Prix. And
yep, I'm gonna give that a go.
Cool.
Yeah, the resident Mario Kart enthusiast. I can't call myself an expert because I didn't win the Dead After Dark's monthly mayhem. So, but as a resident enthusiast, I will give this a go.
Also, I mean, do you not watch the TV? Like, you need to watch the news. You do not know how many people are not experts and call themselves experts. Like, you are by far more an expert. You watch a TV and the guy's like, well, I'm an expert in this because I once read about it. Trust me, you're an expert compared to all the people I see on TV who say they're experts and are definitely not. At least in America. That's a thing, let me tell you.
I do keep joking with Lindsay. She needs one of the discs on her spine shaving. I'm like, look, I've watched Casualty. I can cut you open. I've watched a little bit of Home Improvement and just chisel away at that bit and you'll be fine. Be all right. I'll not feel a thing.
I love it. Yes, Golf Dads, you're right. I miss that. It's like it's hard for, and I love this game, by the way. Grounded is fantastic. Like, I mean, I played literally 5 days. Not like I played 5 days. I played a literal game time of 5 days of Grounded. In pre-release. It's fantastic. I have a castle that's huge. It is full release is next week. That's very exciting for Obsidian. That game is solid. It's fantastic. If you haven't played it, go out and try it. You're a little shrunken teenager in a backyard full of very creepy orb weavers and ladybugs and stink bugs and other things now that I haven't kept up with all the patches they've done. So yes, that is. Thank you.
Yeah, and the same with the full release. There's a lot more to the game now in terms of story and direction of what you're supposed to do. So,
yep, I played the hot and heavy. I don't know. I can't remember. That's probably totally wrong. But you do what you want with that. I played that one. We were in a sandbox and there was this lion pincher bug. That's the one I sent you that video, and it was just like ate. I don't know. It is crazy, man. Yeah. How is the third? Oh, that's the only way I played the game. So I'm sorry. Golf Dad asked, "How's the third person play in Grounded?" That is the only way I played. I actually was going to put it down. I told Sean, I was like, "Listen, I can't handle this first person view. It's not for me. I don't want to play this game that way." And Sean was like, "We'll just press up on the controller on the D-pad, and then you'll be in third person." And I was like, "Oh, that's fantastic! I loved it. I was in third person the entire time." So yeah, for sure. And then yeah, I think that is pretty much everything coming next week.
There are Game Pass news headlines. Just as a reminder, your games with gold at the moment are Double Kick Heroes, which is your rhythm game, Portal 2, and Gods Will Fall. So
I need to claim Gods Will Fall. That game is too good to let go. Claim it. I need to claim it, and I haven't done it yet.
I've claimed and completed Portal 2 again.
Good job, bud. Good job. I bought it on the Switch, so I don't think. Yeah, so there you go. We don't have any news bulletins. We don't have any acquisition watches, so we're going to jump right into the Xbox Spotlight and talk about what we haven't yet already talked about. It's like I saw that somewhere. All right, so let's see. Things I haven't talked about. Tinykin. I'm chipping away slowly at that. Ariel likes to watch me play, my daughter, so I kind of, I try to wait for when she's around. That's
with Tinykin. Like. Just really quick, we had John Blanco in the party chat in the Discord asking us about if we like had beat or complete the game. Can you see yourself trying to get 100%? No.
Definitely not.
Okay, cool.
I don't even know what it cost. I don't even know what I got to do to get 100%. I will definitely beat the game. I will definitely not get 100%. I don't like it. I don't like it that much. And that's nothing against the game. I just am not. I like this game better than I like Pikmin, for sure. And I scoffed when you were the first to say that, so I don't want to take that from you. You were the first to say it's better than Pikmin, and I was like, you're right, it's better than Pikmin. But I don't like it. I'm not that into it. Playing Disney Dreamlight Valley because I could play that game solely and not play any other games and be very content. And that's because I'm just that kind of a gamer. Man, and I'm not going super fast. I'm not like I don't even think I'm as far as Sean is, but I put my time in. I'm pretty far on the event though. I'm really kind of focusing on the event to try to get all this stuff. At least all the stuff I want. I don't want everything, but I want to get all my moonstones back, which I think I almost have them all back now. And and I don't know. I just love it. I've been lucky and not had any issues with it. So
fallen off. I haven't been back to it yet since the overlap issue I had. So
that's okay. I'll hold the fort down on Disney Dreamlight Valley for probably a while longer. It to be honest, it is the thing that's keeping me off of Fall Guys at the moment. Like it's because if I wasn't playing that, I'd be playing Fall Guys. But I can't when I have the time, I can't bring myself to go to Fall Guys when I can be playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. So never thought I'd say that, but it's true. The Bonfire Forsaken Land ID Xbox game. I beat this game actually. It's a little 4-hour-y game. It's not very long. It is a real-time strategy. I don't know if you say point and click. It's like a tap game, actually, is what I say. You know the old games where you used to just like make wood, tap on the make wood thing, and it would make wood, and then you could like tap on the it's a lot like that. It's all like that, the old tapper game, and except that it's not just text. There's also like you can watch your guys go back and forth. So you're this guy, you're in the snowy wilderness. And you basically make this camp, you build this bonfire, more people come, you start giving them tasks, so then they start doing stuff, and you build this community, and every night monsters come, and you have to defend your camp against monsters. So, and there is a story to it. You can't beat it. It's not just like endless. It's a good game. It was a lot of fun. I played it while I watched Amazing Race, with my wife. And by the time I played it an hour before, and then I played it a couple hours there, and I beat it. And if you're interested to know more, on the Nintendo Dad's YouTube right now, it was a code from Fredbear Games, so thank you for that. You can go onto the Nintendo Dad's YouTube and check it out.
I was just about to say you did a little Let's Play video of that, so I was just looking for that, thinking that had I dreamt that you'd done that. But.
Yeah. Justin hit me up and he was like, "Hey, do you want to try this out?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I'm glad I did. It was good. And I talked about everything else. So that's me.
Yep. Yeah. Other than Deathloop, which I've got sat in front of me paused because I got killed just before we started the podcast. I've been playing a bit of You Suck at Parking. The kids think that game is hilarious. They literally like sit there and watch. Just there's so many different things. I've now got to the point where I'm using this portals that you drive in and out of, which gets really crazy because there is no way you can do any of those levels without like going through them a couple of times and crashing and having to restart a game. Sure. There's no way because it just gets so fast and so like intense. It can't be done. So I've been playing a little bit of that. I had a flick through the Game Pass news because that's us. I had a quick flick through the Game Pass games and I was like, what haven't I didn't have anything to do. I had like an hour and a half to kill. I was like, what haven't I played for a while? So I went through it all. And I noticed they had SSX, the snowboarding game from EA Sports on there. So I downloaded that, give that a quick go. Forgot how much I absolutely loved those games for the arcade style, crazy downhill, kind of rack up 2.5 million points in one run. So I played a lot of that. The kids, again, they enjoyed that. My little boy really likes Run DMC's. It's tricky. So when the music starts, he gets really into it. See him bobbing along.
Nice. I love it.
And then, as I said, Portal 2, I claimed it, played it, downloaded it, all in one day, finished it. It was ace. I enjoy that game so much.
Because that's the longer one, right?
No, I think it's really short.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was the longer one. Maybe I'm okay.
Unless I just I could remember all the puzzles from my first playthrough. So the ones that normally took me a longer last time, I was like, oh yeah, just breezed through them. The kids liked it. They thought it was really funny. They liked the relationship between GLaDOS and the guy that Steve Merchant plays. So yeah, I just thought it was funny, and they thought it was even funnier when she ended up on a potato. So we had a small science lesson of that, because they're like, how does she work on a potato? She hasn't got any electricity. And I was like, well, you can get small amounts of electricity from a potato, nice. Not enough to power a little AI device like that, but realistically wouldn't work. But yeah, that's what's powering her. That's why she's on a potato. I thought that was funny.
Their dad's power plant engineering to me, like, listen, there's not enough for this, but I mean, there's some. Let me break this down for you, son. Let me give you the whole formula. I can see it already, Sean.
But yeah, I love the game. And then the bit at the end, I think I posted a video in the Discord about the turrets, because they are by far my most favorite thing in the entire game. It's just like how excited they are when they see you and stuff like that. And then as you go past at the end in the end credits, they're all there kind of singing along and stuff. It was really nice. So yeah, and that's it. I played maybe 10-15 minutes on the Switch. Just dabbled back in with Rabbids, just to keep my toe in that, ready and waiting for the next one to come out at the end of October. So
cool. Hey, well, I think we got a couple questions from the community in the Potta chat, so let's move on over. You got these prepped, Sean?
I think I don't, but I've got it in front of me in the Discord. The one from Mr. Blanco.
You're awesome.
I didn't know if we had any in from anywhere else.
I don't believe so. I'll check Twitter and you read John's.
So he absolutely got me for saying that I wanted questions on a postcard. Just an old thing that used to be said on Blue Peter in the UK. So realistically, no, I didn't want them on a postcard. Even though I did then go and say to him, you could always write them on a postcard, take a photo of the postcard, and send us the photo. So
I like it. Let's do it. That's how we want our questions from now on.
He has a question which is it's a 3-part question which is aimed to us both. Nick and Sean, how well do you really know each other? So the first question of this 3 is, what game is your partner the most talented in?
Oh, man.
You're a sandbox game like Animal Crossing. You could do things. You built that stadium, like, and it took the time to make all the different little paint marks and stick like the stuff that you had to lay on the ground to make it. And I was like, you've got more patience and time than I ever have. So those style of games, and then like the huge castle you made in Grounded, she just said about.
That's still my most proud thing I think ever. That thing is huge, and I mean, it's so cool. Yeah, I love that thing. Would you say I would say first person shooters like Warzone, Call of Duty type things. So would you agree? Was that what you would say?
Yeah, like yeah. The faster the pace of the game as well for that, the better. So Doom Eternal was just amazing. And the 2016 Doom. So just any Doom. I like Doom. Doom. So the second part is, what game was their least favorite they played and talked about during the course of the show?
During so I'm assuming he means the course of like our entirety of this show.
Yeah.
There's been like saucy Sean moments. I'm trying to think of the one. Do you have one for me?
I was going to say Elden Ring. I just the amazing roller coaster you took us on with Elden Ring of I'm really behind this game. I'm really happy to give it a go. You bought it digitally and was like yeah, and then it was like nope, don't like that game anymore. That's probably the least favorite thing. It's either that one or
there's one I would say bigger than that I thought I would love. I didn't know if I'd love Elden Ring. I thought I downloaded it, thought I'd love it after I played a little bit, and then realized I didn't. But there's one Nintendo game that I was sold on this year and bought and knew I would love and was crushed when I hated it.
Strikers.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the game that I was like, I'm gonna love this. I loved the last one. I'm gonna play it. It's gonna be amazing. And it just was not.
Yeah, and to be honest, it was very similar for me as well. So I have that game digitally, so there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh, me too, man. Oh man, I just knew I was gonna love it so much. The course of the show you love or your least favorite. Oh, Sean, I don't got anything for you. Could have said Striker. Oh, you don't even know. Oh, well, see, I feel better.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the most salty bit at the moment is for Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Because I was thinking that, but I was like, that's just because it's the one that was the most recent.
Let me go. I'm gonna have to go to our list and see, because this is then the issue that comes with playing so many games.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. All right, you go to the list. I'll read the next one. What game are we most hyped about that's coming by the end of 2022? I would say for you, Rabbids.
Yeah. So Rabbids are High on Life.
Yep.
If you want to go Xbox, High on Life. But if you want to go game for the year, Rabbids.
All right. That was my initial thought.
Which kind of falls in the same ballpark for you. I think you're quite excited for Rabbids, but if you want to go game that you were looking forward to on the Xbox, I'd have said Slime Rancher 2 or Deathloop. So, but then Deathloop's come at a very bad time for you to want to enjoy that game. So.
Yeah. I don't know though. Like if I had to go with what's like before this week, what's hottest, Slime Rancher 2 would slot probably at number 1, only because I know it and I can't wait for it. But High on Life is probably my next for Xbox. I really am pumped for what I saw in that game. I want to play.
And horribly, the bit that I really like the most, and I think it's because it's a hats off to the developers for this, is the video of them shooting the kid.
That's the most cringy part of the entire that entire presentation. She's like, "We don't have to." No. I mean, I know it's weird, but you don't have to shoot the kid. I mean, but you can tell he was like stumbling over himself.
Yeah, but it's the gun, the way the gun talks to you. That's like, you don't want to do that. This is wrong. We don't do this in games. Don't do that. Now, and then it lets you, and it's like, look what you've just done. You're a fucking half awful human being. You shot a kid for no reason. It's
man, that was funny.
If that's a sign of things to come with that game, I'm just going to be crippled all the time. So, and what's really annoying is the kids are going to see like these really cool, funny looking like alien characters, and there is no way in this God Green's Earth I'm going to let them listen to the audio of that game. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So,
definitely not. I
don't know. Going back to the
Witch in the Woods. Little Witch in the Woods is on here.
Yeah, that's not. No, I did not enjoy that game. That one, and the only one that I could see was Where's it gone? I just had it highlighted.
Yeah, that's the
like
one.
Shot up to the top.
That stuck out to me because I know you were like you absolutely despise that game.
Where's it gone?
All right,
that would. Yeah.
All right, thanks, John, man. Thanks, John, man. Appreciate your question. That was fun.
Oh, yeah, John. By the way, he gives us questions every week, and it's awesome. If you want to listen to what him and Drew talk about and get over to, head over to the Dads After Dad podcast. Listen to them. It's fantastic. They are hilarious, and they cover some very interesting topics. So
for sure,
definitely.
All right, is that a show?
It is. How is your back with your new fancy chair?
This freaking chair's amazing. Listen, this whole chair. I got a new chair, people, for on the podcast. I got a new chair, a gaming, I don't know, esports chair. The whole chair was built. They built this pillow first, okay? This not a desk pillow, John. Okay, so just so you know, it's actually a lumbar pillow. They built this pillow and they were like, "This pillow is amazing. All we got to do is make a chair for it, and it'll be like this. This is awful. This is awful. This is nothing. Now you do this. Holy macaroni! This chair's like." It's like a cloud. It's like Logitech came over here and just brought the cloud to my back and let me lay on it. It's been. Wait for it. Let's see if I can do this without killing the stream. All right, ready? Here we go. See you later, Sean. You can take us out. I'm good. Have a nice day. Yep. Okay. See you later.
So,
almost fell. That was close. Fantastic.
So anyway. Now Nick's nearly killed himself in his fancy new chair. If you want to get hold of us on any of our social media accounts, Facebook now, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, head over to those platforms and look for @GamePassNews and you will find us there. If you want some sweet merchandise, head over to redbubble.com, look for our store, Game Pass News, and purchase yourself something nice. I mean, I'm loving my new Udi that I've got, the Marvel one. If we could get these with the Game Pass logo on, I'd love that for winter.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Yep. If you want to join in on the Discord action and chat to us, great way for you to get questions to us and a great way for you to enter the Achievement Hunter contest. Head over to Nintendo Dads. To patreon.com/Nintendo Dads. A little as $1 a month will get you into our little section there. Or subsequently, subscribe to our Twitch stream. Give some money back to us guys too. That'd be really nice. If you listen to this via your podcasting app, specifically Apple, because they do really, really well with the review service, give us a review. Let us know how we're doing. Give us some feedback. If you do that, we will read them out in the show. So yeah. And I think that's about it. Thanks very much to Justin and Golf Dad for being in the chat. First time chatter as well, Mr. Golf Dad. Thanks very much for your input. And until next time, guys, we shall see you later.
See you later.